Hello, this is Mr. Chabry, and I woke up to some Pokemon rumors. So, I don't usually do Pokemon rumor videos, because a lot of times they get found out that they're fake really fast. Of course, there's that one video where the person that had the leak, it was believable enough that I took a bait line sinker, but this time, this rumor is being reported on by a lot of more reliable sources. Of course, Cerebi is reporting on it, and usually Cerebi doesn't report on things unless they're pretty much confirmed or very likely to be confirmed in the next few days. There's a Twitter person that goes by the name Pixelpar, which usually deals with leaks from insiders, and Pixelpar was also reporting on this. So, from the looks of it, it does look like it's very possible that this could be confirmed in the next few days. Of course, we'll go into what the actual leaks say, but within this month, if we don't hear anything, then that means these leaks were fake. But let's actually look at what these leaks say. So, right off the bat, the title for these new Pokemon games are going to be Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. So I think that's kind of interesting. They're going to be Pokemon Yellow remakes for the Switch. So it's kind of odd kicking off a generation with the remake. A lot of people would say they don't do that, but you can't really go by what they've done in the past, because Game Freak has shown that they do whatever they feel like they want to do. Whether they want to do a remake at all in a generation. I remember in Generation 5, a lot of people were confused that there wasn't the Hoenn remakes in that generation. They came a generation after. But then in Generation 6, there was no third version. You can't go by what has been done. Game Freak does everything on the beat of their own drum. So, this could be pretty interesting. The remakes coming first in the generation. I think that's very cool. Two versions, a Pikachu version and an Eevee version. I'm kind of curious about that. I think you'd get more if you go with the Eevee version, if these are like basically the starters you have to pick. Because yeah, Pikachu is, I mean, it's alright, but it's not the greatest Pokemon. With Eevee, you can get Umbreon, Espeon, Sylveon, Vaporeon, Flareon. You can get Leafeon, Glaceon. If you really want an electric type, you can get Jolteon. Whereas with Pikachu, if it's just like the Pokemon Yellow, you're stuck with Pikachu. You can't even evolve it into Raichu. So, leaning towards the Eevee version just for that reason. Red and Blue play a role in the story, so Red is not the protagonist in the story. You have some new trainers that the player will play as, but Red and Blue will play a role in the story, so I'm guessing Blue could be the gym leader still, but then maybe Red has taken Professor Oak's position, maybe? Maybe even Red's now the champion, and you have to face Red. Following Pokemon return. So, Pokemon will follow you in this game, which is something that I think a lot of people have been asking for since Heart Gold, Soul Silver. They brought it back for that game, and then they didn't bring it back for any other game since then. So I think the fact that they might bring it back here, I really like that. I really loved having your Pokemon follow you. Of course, it was really cool to just turn around and interact with your Pokemon. It gave it more of a feel of this is a cohesive world. I really like that, and it made you connect more with whatever Pokemon you had in the front of your party. Of course, it'll be really nice to have following Pokemon return. Of course, in Sun and Moon, in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, data miners have found that it seemed like they were planning on bringing following Pokemon back to that game, because they programmed every Pokemon with a walking animation and a running animation. So I think that's pretty interesting there. It's really cool if they're really bringing this back. I would love that. HMs are still replaced with the Poke Ride. feature. So, yeah, Poke Ride, I think HMs as something you need to get through the game. I think that's a thing in the past, because Poke Ride made it so much easier for anyone to just pick up and play. You don't have to go all the way back to your PC and get a specific Pokemon. Just cut down a tree, surf across the water, to move a boulder. You just use your little Poke Ride pager, and it does everything for you. I think I like that a lot better. I do love that a lot better. HMs were kind of a drag to have on your team. And I'm really glad that they finally did away with the need for HMs. Of course, there's still TMs. You can still get Surf as a TM, but I really like the fact that Poke Ride is a thing. Online has a hub for players. So this is basically just like the Festival Plaza. I mean, there's not anything super mind-blowing there. You just go into, I guess, this version of the Festival Plaza, and then you could have battle trainers and stuff. I think that's really cool. I do really miss the Pokemon, the player search system is what it's called, the PSS, from X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But the problem is, we're probably not going to get that back because we no longer have 2 screens. And the theory is the reason they did Festival Plaza and Sun and Moon was because they knew Switch was on the horizon, and they would have to redo how they do online play. So actually having a hub where you have to go and do things from there. But maybe they can do better than a Festival Plaza. Festival Plaza didn't really have much in terms of like things to do and stuff. Of course, you could do the little mini games, but I would really like it if they had something more, a lot better. Sort of like how Black and White 2 had like the little shopping center that you can design. I think if they do something closer to that than the Festival Plaza, it would be better. I think it would be cool if they did like what they did with the Gen 4 games, where you can go into like a little area and do mini games with other people. I think that would be very cool. So we don't know what they're going to do here. They could do something similar to what I've just said, or they could just not do it at all. So let's go on. Pokemon Go integration. So this is something that is pretty cool. It's not that much of a shock, because data miners have found in Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, they found that there is an icon specifically used for when Pokemon are brought from Pokemon Go to the 3DS games, but it's a feature that they've never implemented. And it looks like in this one they will probably implement it right off the bat. You can integrate it with your Pokemon Go account and probably send some of your Pokemon from Pokemon Go into your Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, or maybe even the other way around, where you can send some Pokemon from there into your Pokemon Go and use them to defend gyms. Of course, there is the question of moves and stuff, how they would work with that. Pokemon and Pokemon Go only have 2 moves. Pokemon in the main games have 4 moves. Maybe what they could do is whatever 2 moves that you have on the top of your slot is what they can use in Pokemon Go. I think that would be very cool. I would have a Typhlosion. I've been wanting a Typhlosion with Pokemon Go, and I still have yet to get one. I have a Quilava. Takes forever to get enough candy to evolve it. Catching Pokemon works like Pokemon Go. So I think this is actually something that does kind of worry me. If you haven't played Generation 1 games, you know there's a good chance that if you throw a Pokeball, it actually misses. And this just sounds to me like they're bringing it back only with motion control. I don't really like the idea of this, actually, because I would rather have more control over whether I can catch a Pokemon. Of course, I mean, if you get really good at flicking the Pokeball, it would be kind of easy to hit them, but they can always break out. So I think if they're going to make it just like Pokemon Go, I think that's going to be a problem. What I see this as is they're trying to catch the audience that jumped onto Pokemon Go, which I don't think that's going to happen. I think the audience that play Pokemon Go on their phones are not going to be the same audience that buys this game. Even if they try to promote it to them, I don't think someone that's playing Pokemon Go will pay $200 for a new console and then $60 for a new game just to catch Pokemon when they could do that in the phone for free. I feel like this is kind of concerning. I mean, if they had an option where you could turn off the motion controls, the flick screen, I think that would be fine. But if they make it where you have to do it like this, I feel like that would be a problem, and that could be kind of a turnoff for a lot of long-time fans. If they felt like they were trying to aim more towards the casual audience, the audience that's never played a Pokemon game but played Pokemon Go, they're not going to play this game. That's just how I feel about that. Rewards in-game and in Go for linking the two together. So, yeah, if you link your game to your Pokemon Go account, you'll get some rewards. Might be like a special Pokemon, maybe. Some special items. I don't know exactly what they would do. I know a lot of times, like if you buy a game early, they'll have it where you have a special distribution Pokemon. Maybe they'll do something like that here. New accessories can be used with both Go and the games. So I don't know exactly what that's going to mean. Maybe it's like a Pokewalker type thing where you can like put a Pokemon in like a specific device. You can like send them to Pokemon Go too. It's like it doesn't matter where you send it. I don't know what that exactly means. Maybe the Pokemon Go Plus wristband works with this game somehow. Maybe there's like a feature where if you walk, you can hatch eggs within the game. I don't know exactly what that goes with. And then here it says the announcement is soon releasing this year. From what I've heard, more than likely going to be the end of this month. But that's just some of my thoughts on the rumors. Of course, they are rumors. They're not confirmed, real. But the fact that Cerebi is reporting on it makes me feel like I need to say something about them. Because it seems like lately we've been in a dry spell of Pokemon. I remember, when was it, 2015, there was a dry spell of Pokemon, and it was a pain. It was sad, not getting any new Pokemon stuff. But maybe we're going to get a new Pokemon game this year. If so, that would be great. But yeah, I think it does sound cool. Of course, the big things that concern me are the Pokemon Go catching mechanics. I don't know exactly how far they're going to rely on Pokemon Go catching mechanics. I hope it's not like just like Pokemon Go. Honestly, I don't really like catching Pokemon in Pokemon Go. I just like playing it because a lot of people were playing it. Pokemon Go, more than other Pokemon games, you can just be like, you know, just walking around and show people. But I do prefer the actual Pokemon games. Pokemon games that you'll play on the 3DS, the DS, the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy, and soon the Switch. I do prefer those. Of course, I'm kind of nervous about which direction they're going with this. I hope they don't forget the fans that have been there for a long time when they start. It seems like they're wanting to move towards a more casual audience. So that's basically what we've learned about these rumors. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Which version would you probably get? I'll probably get Eevee because that gives you a lot more options. If the mascot Pokemon is your starter, I will go Eevee every day. Pikachu, if you get that, you're just stuck with Pikachu if it's just like Pokemon Yellow. Or you could be stuck with a Raichu if they do allow you to evolve it. But anyway, this has just been some rumors that we found. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you in the next Pokemon video.